Hello my dear children, hope you are doing good. In previous video we learned about the sentence and its kinds based on meaning and based on structure. Now in this video we'll deal with the transformation of sentences. Children, we can transform a sentence into other kind of sentence by applying some rules. While transforming a sentence into other kind of sentence, it is necessary for us to keep in mind that we do not affect the meaning of the sentence. That is, while transforming, the meaning of the sentence should not be changed. So in this video, we'll learn about transformation of affirmative sentences into negative sentences and vice versa, declarative sentences into interrogative sentences, and affirmative sentences into exclamatory sentences and vice versa. So let's begin with the transformation of affirmative sentences into negative sentences. Children, we already know that affirmative sentences are the positive sentences that do not contain negative words like no, not, never, nothing, neither, nor, nobody, none, no one, etc. On the other hand, negative sentences contain such type of negative words with negative meaning. So while transforming affirmative sentence into negative sentence, it is important for us to change the sentence in such a way that it should contain a negative word and also the meaning of the sentence remains the same. So let's see how to transform affirmative sentence into negative sentence. To transform affirmative sentence into negative sentence, we have to follow some rules. Let us see what are the rules. So, to transform affirmative sentence into negative sentence, opposite words of the main words are used so that its meaning remains the same. The second thing is negative words like no, not, never, none, nobody, etc. are used after helping verb. For example, man is model. You can see this is an affirmative sentence. Now to transform this sentence into negative sentence, we have to use a negative word after auxiliary verb is and an opposite word for mortal. So the sentence can be converted in negative sentence as man is not immortal. You can see here we used a negative word not after auxiliary verb is and also the opposite of mortal in the sentence. So the sentence we get is man is not immortal. Here you can see the meaning of the sentence is the same. Now look at one more example. She dislikes me. So the negative for this sentence will be she does not like me. Here also we used a negative word after the auxiliary verb does. And also we use the opposite of dislikes, that is like. And you can see here also the meaning of the sentence is the same. Now there are some more conditions to change affirmative sentence into negative sentence. See children, if the words like only or alone is used in assertive sentence, then they are replaced by none but in the negative sentence. That means we have to use none but instead of only or alone in negative sentence. For example, only you can solve this problem. Here we can see in assertive sentence only is used. So we have to replace only with none but. So the negative sentence of only you can solve this problem will be none but you can solve this problem. Here we have replaced only with none but. Look at another example. The brave only deserves the fair. Here also we have the word alone in the assertive sentence and so we have to replace it with none but. So the negative sentence we get is none but the brave deserves the fair. Clear? Now the next condition is if an assertive sentence as soon as is used, then it is replaced by no sooner than in negative sentence. So we have to use no sooner than instead of as soon as. For example, you can see as soon as he saw me, he ran away. So here you can see in affirmative sentence as soon as is given. So we have to replace this as soon as with no sooner than. So the negative sentence for this we get is no sooner did he see me than he ran away. Clear? Now look at the next example. As soon as I had reached the station, the train steamed off. The negative sentence we get is no sooner had I reached the station than the train steamed off. Clear? Now let us understand how to transform declarative sentence into interrogative sentence. So, while changing declarative sentence into interrogative sentence or vice versa, we convert positive sentence into negative sentence and the negative ones into positive sentence. Now, the second thing is if the sentence is having an auxiliary verb, then the placement of subject and the auxiliary verb is interchanged. For example, if in affirmative sentence subject, verb, auxiliary verb and object is given, we have to interchange the places of subject and auxiliary verb. That is, auxiliary verb will be placed in the beginning of the sentence and after that we'll place the subject. And after the auxiliary verb and subject is interchanged, a negative word is used. Let us see how. If I say, Sachin is a great player, the question form, the interrogative form of this declarative sentence will be, is Sachin not a great player? Here you can see the places of subject and auxiliary verb is interchanged and after the subject a negative word not is used. And remember children, while transforming declarative sentence into interrogative sentence, it is very necessary for us to put a question mark. Now look at another example. The sandwich was not tasty. So we can see that this is a negative sentence. And so we don't have to use any negative word in the interrogative sentence. So the sentence will be, was the sandwich tasty? Clear? So you can see here the places of subject and the verb is interchanged and no negative word is used. Now there are also some conditions for interchanging the declarative sentence into interrogative sentence. If the helping verb is not provided in the declarative sentence, then we should check the tense of the sentence and accordingly place the helping verb in the interrogative sentence. And these helping verbs may be do, does, did according to the tense of the sentence. Look at the example. He plays cricket. Here you can see no helping verb is given. So according to the tense of main verb, we have to put helping verb in the interrogative sentence. So the interrogative sentence we get for this declarative sentence is, does he not play cricket? Clear? You can see auxiliary verb is placed before subject and we have used a negative word. Now, what if a declarative sentence contains words like everyone, no one, nobody, none, etc.? So you can see no one, nobody, none, all these are negative words and everyone is a positive word. Okay. So when in a declarative sentence these kind of words are used, we use who to ask question. Now we know that everyone is a positive word. So if assertive sentence starts with the word everyone and no other negative words are used in the sentence, then who is used in the beginning of the sentence, and a suitable negative words like no, not, etc. should be used while transforming the sentence. For example, if I say everyone loves his country, so you can see this is a positive sentence. So to transform this sentence into interrogative sentence, we have to use a negative word. And we should begin the sentence with question word who. So the interrogative sentence we get is who does not love his country? Clear? Now, the other thing is, if the words like no one, nobody, or none is used, we know that all these words are negative words. So, if these words are used in assertive sentence, no negative words should be used in interrogative sentence. For example, nobody will believe such a liar. So, we know that this is a negative sentence as it contains a negative word, nobody. So to transform the sentence into interrogative sentence, we should not use any negative word. So the interrogative sentence we get is who will believe such a liar? Clear? Now to transform interrogative sentence into declarative sentence, we have to follow the rules in vice versa. So again, we have to interchange the places of subject and auxiliary verb while converting interrogative sentence into declarative sentence. That is, the subject will be placed in the beginning and then the object verb. And also in this case, positive sentences becomes negative and negative becomes positive. For example, if I say, is Sachin not a good player? So the declarative sentence for this interrogative sentence will be Sachin is a great player. We have to interchange the subject and the auxiliary verb again, and we do not have to use not, negative word not in this sentence. Now again, if I say, was the sandwich tasty? Again, we have to interchange the subject and auxiliary verb. As we can see that no negative word is used here, so we have to use negative word in the declarative sentence. So the sentence will be the sandwich was not tasty. Again, if the helping verb in the sentence, interrogative sentence is does, did or do, we do not have to put any auxiliary verb and we have to change the tense according to the helping verb given in the interrogative sentence. For example, does he not play cricket? So the declarative sentence will be he plays cricket. Clear? Now the conditions for this interrogative sentences will also be transversed. Like if who is used in interrogative sentence, while transforming in declarative sentence, the words like everyone, no one, nobody or none will be used according to the positive or negative words used in the sentence. So now let's learn about transformation of assertive sentence into exclamatory sentence. To convert assertive sentence into exclamatory sentence, the subject and the verb should be moved to the end of the sentence. Secondly, we have to remove the adverbs like very, extremely, greatly, etc. Now, the third thing is, if the sentence has article a or an, we have to use what before an adjective. And if no article is used, we have to use how in the beginning of the sentence. And lastly, we have to put exclamation mark at the end of the sentence. So let's understand this with an example. If I say it is a very beautiful flower, so the subject here is it and the auxiliary verb is. Here in this sentence, you can see adverb very is given. So what we have to do is we have to place it, the subject and the auxiliary verb at the end of the sentence, and we have to remove the adverb. And you can see an article A is given in the sentence, so we have to use what before the adjective beautiful. So the exclamatory sentence we get, you can see the subject and the verb is placed at the end of the sentence, very is replaced, and what is used before adjective as article A was present in the assertive sentence. Now look at the other example. He is very honest. Here no article is placed, so we have to use how before the adjective. So the sentence, the exclamatory sentence we get is how honest he is. Here also the subject and the auxiliary verb is placed at the end and very is removed. And since there is no article, we used how before the adjective. Now to convert exclamatory sentence into assertive sentence, we just have to follow the steps and vice versa. For example, if what is given in exclamatory sentence, we have to place an article before the adjective, and also we can put adverb very, greatly or extremely in the sentence. Children, do not forget to put exclamation mark while transforming declarative sentence into exclamatory sentence. Now, if there are also some conditions for converting exertive sentences into exclamatory sentence. Remember, if the words like I wish, it is very sad, it is a matter of joy, etc. are given, then these phrases are replaced by interjections. For example, I wish is replaced by oh. It is sad is replaced by alas. It is the matter of joy is replaced by hooray. It is the matter of praise is replaced by bravo. Remember, after interjection is used while converting assertive sentence into exclamatory sentence, rest of the sentence in that remains the same. And also remember that exclamation mark is placed at the end of the sentence and interjection is separated by the comma. For example, it is sad that she failed in English. So we'll convert it into exclamatory sentence as alas, she failed in English. So here we have replaced the phrase it is sad with the interjection alas. Now, if we change exclamatory sentence into assertive sentence, what we have to do? We have to remove interjection with the phrases like I wish, it is sad, it is a matter of joy, it is a matter of praise, etc. For example, hooray, we won the match. So this interjection will be replaced with the phrase. So children, I hope you've understood the lecture. You are clear with the sentences and the transformation of the sentences. Try to do the exercises given at the back of the chapter. Thank you.